Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're here to speak about the base class setup for the M4. Okay, now as we got a loadout here, we got the M4. So the barrel that we are going to be using, no muzzle. The barrel that we're going to be using is the stock M16 Grenadier, because everybody is using the wrong barrel. Every time I play Warzone and I see people and I spectate people, I see that they're using the wrong barrel. Everybody is always using the commando. Well, this is mobility barrel. Not many people use this. It makes it an SMG. It doesn't really do that well. But a lot of people like to use the Predator or the Corvus Custom Marksman or the FSS, and they're all doing it wrong, guys. The best barrel to use for the M4 is the stock M16 Grenadier barrel. This barrel increases accuracy, damage range, and recoil control. This barrel makes this gun so accurate. It puts it above the accuracy threshold that it normally sits at when it has stock attachments or whatever. But anyway, the damage range is what we had to speak about, though. The damage range increases so that your time to kill at far ranges becomes less, so you'll take less bullets to kill people at further ranges, and it makes this gun basically a killing machine. This gun has about a 2 to 3 second kill time. Even when you have full shields, this gun shreds pretty quickly with the M16 Grenadier barrel. So please, guys, use the M16 Grenadier barrel. It does so much for this gun. It is the best barrel to use on this gun. It gives you the most benefits. So onto optics. I like to use the Cronin LP9 mini reflex because it covers the screen less. It has you can see much more on your left and right sides of while aiming down sights, because it's such a small sight. All it does is give you that red dot. You don't really need that outer sight. All you need is that red dot on your screen. Now, if you guys want to use different barrels, I would say either the APX5, the integral hybrid, or the canted hybrid sights. Everything else not really optimal. I mean, you can use the thermal hybrids. I can't remember what they thermal hybrid, but I wouldn't advise it. It's just not the way to go. I would use canted integral APX5s, but I do use Cronin mini reflex. So this is what I use. Okay, so now onto the rear grip. Now, stippled grip tape increases aim down sight speed and sprint fire speed. So when you are running, you'll have quicker ADSs. While sprinting, your ADS much quicker, and it'll increase your mobility that you've lost from the M16 Grenadier barrel. It'll put you at a sweet spot for mobility range, so you won't feel sluggish, and you'll feel right at the sweet spot. You'll have perfect speed. You won't feel like you're a slug. So now ammunition, 60 round mags. You can do 50 if you don't have 60, but 60 round mags would be a plus, because you can take down 3-man teams easily with one clip of this gun. It only takes a few bullets to kill. Really, it's maybe like 10 rounds to kill. Depending on how accurate you are, it could take less. But anyway, you can take down teams with this so easily, and by that I mean you can down them, kill them while they're down one, kill them while they're down the last one, kill them, and then reload. So you can down 3 people and kill them all if they have self-revives while reloading. Not while reloading, and you'll reload after. So you can use all 60 round mag to kill a full team completely by yourself. So, and the 10 bullets does make a big difference. This 10 bullets could be a do or die situation. So if you do have 60 round mags, use 60 instead of 50. There's literally no other. The only reason to use 50 is it increases your mobility and control slightly, very slightly. And 60 round mags does drop your mobility and control. But that's why we have stippled grip tape, because that brings it right back up to where you want it to be. So now, for the underbarrel mercenary foregrip, what this does is it just increases recoil control and hipfire accuracy, which is very important, because this will be your main weapon. So if people do rush you with SMGs, you want to be able to kill them at close ranges as well. which is why you need hipfire accuracy, because this gun with the Merc foregrip, your hipfire accuracy is increased greatly, where if you fire hipfire, you will land most of your bullets and you will kill the opposing person, because this gun has a very high damage rate. So Merc foregrip, it also increased the range very slightly, just to the point where your damage range will be phenomenal. And your accuracy, it increases, your control, it increases, which is also increased by the M16 grenadier barrel, which just gives you even more recoil control, which makes it even more manageable. So now that you know the attachments that I use on my M4, I just want to show you guys the rest of the class. I do not run overkill because I run an RPG, because RPGs can be very vital in final circles. I found myself in the final circle pulling up my RPG, taking out a whole 3-man squad because they're pressuring me and my squad. Maybe they've downed one of my teammates, they're pushing pressure, they're pressuring us. Just shooting an RPG bullet at them can break their shields, or it can scare them into stop the and it can stop their push on you guys. You guys can recover for a few seconds. RPGs can help quite a bit into scaring people and stopping their pushes. And also it can help in final circles to down people or break their shields quite easily, to then switch out to your M4 and down them in like literally two bullets. It's RPGs are very vital for final circles, because a sniper doesn't really help much once the circle gets that small. An RPG helps quite a bit. It could be do or death with, if you have an RPG. It could help a lot while if you're getting pressured very heavily. So perks: cold-blooded, don't want to be seen by thermal optics. You can change cold-blooded depending on what you feel like. You can also run double time, but I'll talk about that just now. Ghost, guys, the reason why I say don't run overkill is because Ghost is the most important thing to run. I always found myself killing all these teams, and whenever I run into them and kill them, they all have their custom loadouts, but I ask myself, why can I all see them on my heartbeat sensors and my UAVs? That's because they all run overkill, and then they have an MP7 and an AX50 because they're watching all these pros videos. But the only reason why pros can play so well with those guns is because they are very accurate with the MP7. I mean, I don't like to use it. You will not be able to use an MP7 at such a far distance. It's just pros use their snipers, they headshot you, they down you. You might hit people with your sniper, but then you'll need to get a bit closer to pull out your MP7. But other than that, I run into these people and they're running overkill, and they always wonder how they got killed or whatever. It's because they're not running Ghost. Now there is another solution to that which you can do, which will be to acquire a second loadout that does have a Ghost class on it, but you're only acquiring that second loadout just for solely the Ghost perk. But let me move on. So if you guys are playing squads, please, everybody should be running tune-up. Tune-up is the best perk for increasing your revive time. If you're in sticky situations and you revive your teammates, tune-up could be the difference between life and death, because it increases your revive time rate by, well, it reduces your revive time rate by 25%. So it's much quicker to revive. And if you guys are running self-revives, there is a life hack where if you guys use your self-revives and you stop at 3/4 of a way, your teammates can come revive you, and your their revive time on you will literally be like 0.5 seconds. It's mad. You'll revive so quick because you've already done most of the revive for them, and you will still keep yourself revive in the process for the next fight. So don't if your teammates can revive you, use your self revive to heal yourself 3/4 of a way, so they just have to hold down on you for 0.5 to 1 second, and you are up. Okay. Now, and lethals, I run a Molotov. Lethal is just your own preference. If you want to claymore to catch people running into your building, proximity mines, same thing. Or you like to rush people, then you'll be obviously running the Semtex, C4, Molotov, or Frag, or Thermite, whichever one you prefer to use. On tactical, I always run a heartbeat sensor, and a lot of people are also starting to run heartbeat sensors on their loadouts. But what they fail to realize is that they aren't running Ghost, and I am running Ghost, so they can't see me on their heartbeat sensors, but I can see them. This is the problem with running overkill as your loadouts, because then I can still see you on a heartbeat sensor, but you can't see me because I'm running Ghost. Okay, so now move on to that. Now this is what I usually do if I do want to play with the sniper. If I get my first loadout and I find a secondary loadout on the way, and it's still a big enough circle to have to be sniping and downing people with snipers, I've made a secondary class with my primary weapon AX50 and my secondary and RPG again, and obviously this class has ghost. Now the reason why it has double time is in case once we get further into the game, the circle gets smaller, you need to move around more, there's more people shooting at you, the game gets more intense, the smaller the circle gets. Double time could help with you getting dodging a few bullets, making it out of a fight. Increases crouch movement speed, so you can crouch quicker. Maybe you're crouching behind rocks by the circle and you're going too slow and the circle hits you. This could change up the game towards the end, but keep in mind, majority of the time I found myself at the end of the final circle with my first loadout, the M4, the RPG, Ghost, and Cold-Blooded. Majority of the time I don't switch, I don't get a second loadout and switch to my sniper, but when I do, I usually I'll pick my sniper class, but if the circle is too small, I won't usually go for the loadout. I'll just keep my M4 class and I'll carry on moving. Okay, now with that being said, I just wanted to just go over a few things. Just remember, always run Ghost on every single class. Always have a second class with the sniper as your primary, so you can run Ghost on all classes. Remember to always change it to make both your classes have your tactical as your heartbeat sensor, and remember tune up and both classes. And your first perk, Cold-Blooded, you can switch out on your second loadout class. Okay, that's it for the video, guys. I hope this helped you in any way. I hope this helped you with your M4. Let me know if this worked for you down in the description. Let me know if you guys weren't using the M16 grenade barrel and this really changed your experience with the M4. Anyway, I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace!